We began this project about 12 years ago after discovering ayahuasca, and the reason we came to this piece of land was to develop a community based around medicine work. We've been doing that kind of work here for the last 12 years, holding ceremonies on average every 2 weeks, and in the last few years we've started to do retreats as well. And the retreats are in a style, basically a mix of all the different traditions that we've drank with, and we've taken the elements that we like best from all the traditions and created our own style of ceremony. And basically what we're trying to create here is a space for holistic shamanism. So not just work with ayahuasca, but also working with many different things. So like either purple or blue flowers. So we're involved in permaculture, we're involved in low impact living. We also work a lot with nutrition. That's something that's really key to what we're doing here. And creating a space here where people can let go of their addictions, especially to different types of foods. So the space it's vegetarian, although all the food we serve is vegan. So we don't have things like caffeine and sugar, there's no alcohol, there's no tobacco, there's no drugs, and basically a place where people can connect with nature. Basically we're a family of 6, so myself, my partner Lorenzo, and our 4 children. And we share with different people staying different amounts of time. Some people stay for years, sometimes people stay for a few months, and really trying to create a project together.
So why do I stay in Amoraleza? Without hesitation, I think I will say is because the love connection that I have here with the family and the children. When I arrived here already, it was like 2.5 years ago. And after having participated in one retreat, the first retreat they were doing in the land actually, I really connected with the project and the vision of life also that they have here. Because in a way it's a vision of life that I already had in my mind, but I never found places where it was trying to be building up. And when I arrived at Amoraleza, somehow I found out that all what I had in my mind was starting to be built up here, you know. So for me it was quite really special in this point. Wow! And after the retreat that I did here, that for me was quite huge changing in my life. I just decided to stay like 1 year with them in the land, to helping them to build up the project. And then after I've been traveling and I come back here, it's like now it's 2-3 months that I'm here. Something that is really exciting for me in Amoraleza is that everything is starting to be building up. So it's not ready, it's that we have to do it. If we're missing something, well, we have to think and to organize and to go on the direction of what we want. So we are building up a dream. Is all the time improving, is all the time evolution, is never fixed. And through the material evolution of the community, we found out also our emotional evolution, going also in dancing, you know, with these 2 aspects.
So I've lived Amoraleza for 1 year now, and each day I feel deep gratitude to be here and to have this opportunity to live here and to be the helper in the ceremonies. The way that we live in a community, I see this as a really great tool for healing and really the way we should be living, because we can all learn from each other and know that through healing ourselves is to heal the community as well, and also the whole of humanity. The medicine as well has been a really big expansion of the heart for me. And through the ayahuasca, I really fell in love with this land and with the family who open their lives, open their hearts to all of the different people that come here, whether it's volunteers or whether it's guests, to experience the healing of the medicine. Sure, there might be challenges. Some days might be, like coming up to the retreat, there might be a lot of work. Things can be busy, but we're moving forward. And when you live in this way of simplicity and connection with nature, connection with your own community, this is such a amazing way to come out of the destructive thought patterns of the mind, to practice presence each day.
So I arrived here about 5 months ago at Amoraleza. I left a really damaging situation back in England, and it was a big decision to sort of leave all that and come out here. Quite quickly I found this place. Yeah, it's been extraordinarily healing to the broad, themes, movements of what life is and what it is to be a human, living among this small community. I have so much gratitude for this place and for Veronica and Lorenzo for creating this, for the family in general, and everyone who I live alongside here. It's a really beautiful experience. What the medicines have taught me specifically is I've been on the process of coming into alignment, I guess, ensuring the Kundalini is flowing, ensuring that I'm meeting the world without fear, open, standing upright, ensuring that I'm essentially in the right place at the right time as much as I'm able to be. And so much of that is about remaining spontaneously open and non-judgmental to what life throws at us. Plants evolved what we call hallucinogens in order to increase awareness of their environment, to exchange nutrients and information with other forms of life. They break down the illusion of separation we have between other people, other objects, and other forms of life. And this is a very healing experience because fundamentally that's the truth. We are inseparate.
For sure, the past, present and future of Amoraleza is related with what I called in brasileiro, a expansão do coração. So in English is the heart expansion, love, energy. Related, of course, with the expansion of the consciousness and the vision of the project here. Nature is the first one, then health, nutrition, spirituality, community and education. Here we learn from all the different lineage of religion, all of them, including the oldest one, the shamanic tradition, the ancestral wisdom. And so somehow, is to gather the humanity in order to receive it, to enjoy it and sharing it. So I see the future of Amoraleza a sort of healing place where people can come and then go back to the daily life more happy, more joyful, more relaxed. and in order to wake up also these divine beings that we all have inside us, you know. Here at Amoraleza we are participating actively to what we call the realization of new era, new world, new consciousness. The objective of being together, you know, with a different community all around the world, or other people, basically in order to make this world a better place.